Starting the live, give me one moment here to share this out. Okay, posting and posted. All right, so now we should be live on my page and in the category King Challenge. So for the category King and Queens, this would be called repurposing content. All right. My name's Ryan J. Hey, happy Friday to you. I hope things are well. I hope you have excellent plans for this Labor Day weekend, and stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy yourself. Okay, getting right into it. Lot to cover. And for consideration of your time and mine, I'm gonna probably not go too long, but let's get into it. Okay, so for the people on my page, this week I've been going through a category King challenge. And what that is, it's for small business owners, entrepreneurs, anybody that wants an online presence or has a business that with a product or service that should be online. It's how to stake claim of your land, make more of an impact, whole bunch of tips, tricks, and hints on marketing and strategy. So that's the basis of the Category King Challenge. Today was day 5, and there were huge amount of takeaways. So some of these, and I got my notes here. So I can stay on track and not get too far off track. Let's stay on the rails here. All right. Most of my takeaways for today came from Pedro in his first 20 minutes, of the broadcast. Now, when it came to Mark Lack, am I saying? Yep, that's him. When it came to Mark Lack, that's literally 3 more lives on content. And like, the dude was on fire, absolutely on fire. He spoke for a half hour, did not take a breath, nor sipped water or anything like that. Like, on fire. Professional, giving him up. Props to him. Okay, so today was on securing your land. Yesterday we talked about taking the land. Now we're securing it. So that was the title of it. But my takeaways were what's the difference between somebody that just takes in the content and learns and be a lifelong learner. Nothing wrong about being a lifelong learner. Matter of fact, that's admirable. But when all right, so there's a saying, knowledge is power. Okay, knowledge is power. We've all heard that before. I'm certain, in some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna say false. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge accumulated with no action or no implementation, then you just know a whole bunch of stuff. And you're not making a difference, and you're not changing anybody's lives, you're not improving yours, you're not sharing value, you're not impacting the world, you're not reaching out and sharing or implementing or taking action to what you know. So if you know a whole bunch of stuff and you're super smart, but you don't take any action on it, then what's the point? All right. So that was one of my takeaways. So yes, be a lifelong learner, but also take the opportunity to share value, share what you've learned, impact other people, spread value, share your gifts. All right. That kind of brings it back to like when JJ was talking a couple of days ago, like leaders build leaders. So that's ultimately our goal, is to make so much of an impact that we're not giving handouts, we're giving hands up to pull other people with us to groom future leaders that can make their own impact. All right. Prosperity breeds prosperity. Okay. That was one of my takeaways. So action and implementation. Action, implementation. Know all the stuff in the world, but if you don't take action on it or make it work in your life, then what's the point? Takeaway there. All right. So with that action and implementation, it's going to be hard work. Okay. Hard work usually kind of scares a lot of people off. Hard work is satisfying. It's humbling. Hard work is respected. Hard work is admired, and it builds character. And plus, along the way, you are going to come against like barriers, and you're going to come against obstacles that you did not foresee there. Well, that hard work will strengthen your mental fortitude, increase your confidence, and you will know that, yeah, I can do this. I can do this because I've done it before. So hard work is not to be something to run away from. It should be actually something that me personally, I kind of like a challenge and I like hard work, but I'm a little maniacal sometimes. All right. So don't be afraid of the hard work. It pays dividends. And it actually goes by to the reaping and sowing, like universal law of nature. You plant the seed, it grows into a tree, and then you can harvest the apples or the pineapples or whatever you planted. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Planting seeds, well, you're going to get the harvest of that fruit. You're going to get the harvest of your hard work as well. It may not be evident right away. It takes a long time to grow a full-size oak tree. Well, it might take 10 years to see the harvest and see your work come to fruition. Or it may be with the help of this coaching, teaching, and training that we're going through, that might collapse the time frame of the curve because we're learning so much. So that's another takeaway. Then we came to personal brand and talking about value and this is super easy to recognize when it comes to all right, let me rewind that for a second. Bringing value to the marketplace versus spammy McSpammerson. All right, bringing value. Okay, I'm going to coach, teach, and train you something on this live. All right, so like here is an example. I titled this live 4 Things I Learned Today. Okay, well, I'm teaching you 4 things I learned today. So bringing value. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to do that. I'm bringing value. Now, just like if you were invited to a dinner party, if you bring value, you bring a nice hot casserole, or you bring the appetizers, or you bring something to the table, you're probably gonna be invited back to the dinner party because you brought value. And people appreciate when you bring value. You'll probably be invited back, and people look forward to your presence because you brought them value. It's the same thing when it comes to like whether you're a network marketer, small business owner, or trying to make any kind of online presence, to bring the value. And Once you bring value, then that's going to start to build up your personal brand. All right. We've all run into those posts on Facebook, or whether it's IG, or, immediately identifiable. And they're not scroll stoppers, they're scroll speeder uppers. When it's like, hey, buy my thing, buy one, get one free, 30% off, free this. You scroll right past them every single time. You very easily identifiable that it's spam and, just a money grab. Here's something cool. And I've learned this from being in Rank Makers from Mr. Ray Higdon, who's a coach, teach, trainer in the network marketing field. And he calls it ILT when it comes to content creation. That's what he labels it at. Mark had the exact same parallel. They were congruent ideas, the same idea about repurposing content. And ILT means, well, here's a way for endless content, endless. And this is what Ray teaches. Invest, learn, teach. So that means you're investing yourself, whether it's money or your time, to learn something. You learned it, so you invested. The L, you learned it. And then T, you teach it. So you go online, go live, make a video, or whether it's a copyright post or copywritten post, then of course I always say where you got your information from. All right. I got my information and my ideas today from Pablo. Here, I have notes. All right. People don't I have never, and I've been doing ILT, learning, investing, or investing, learning, teaching for years now. And I've never been called out by, that's not your idea, you took that from somebody else. Well, I'm 100% transparent right off the bat that, yes, I have notes. Here was my source. And if you want to Google it, you certainly can. So by saying that and being straight up honest, and Damon said the other day, selling the truth, the truth is easiest to sell. Just telling the truth, nobody seems to mind. And that's endless content, because you're always constantly learning, whether it's you watched an interesting documentary on Netflix and you're like, hey, this is what I learned on Netflix. I'm going to teach you a couple, 2, 3 things. Bam. That's a Facebook Live content. Now, repurposing content. Okay, this is where it gets interesting, and this is really, really cool. And I've been doing it a while in my own space, is repurposing my content. So I'll make a Facebook Live, then I'll share it to YouTube, then I can share it to IG and break it up. So I'm doing one activity or live or content creation and sharing it to all these other social media platforms. Awesome social media app to use for repurposing content creation is TikTok. I've been using TikTok for a long time now, and it's excellent because TikTok only allows you to make a 1-minute video. And from what we learned today, most people only pay attention for a minute. If it goes longer than a minute and you're not bringing value right away, you lose them. So it's cool that TikTok only allows you 1 minute. Now, with that 1 minute video, I can share it to my Instagram stories, my Snapchat stories, my Facebook page, my business pages, Instagram. Yeah, it can go all over the place. So TikTok is a game changer, and plus it's a fun app to use. Another thing that I really, really liked, and here was a takeaway, and is how to get yourself out into your marketplace and claiming your land. All right, claiming it, staking your claim. And that was the what was it? It was like a 2-sentence, like super fast elevator pitch. And I wrote it down, and I'm actually just making this up off the top of my head. I wrote it down. Hey, I'm Ryan J. And if you're like me and you struggle with time management and spinning your wheels to accomplish your goal, then this challenge is for you. Short, sweet, to the point. Let them know who you were. Let them know your struggle. Identifying with, if you're like me, then this may be for you. So that's kind of cool. I really, really like that. That was a writer downer. And thank you very much, Pedro, for the writer downer thing, because I've been using that a lot. All right, that's going to wrap me up. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Again, happy Friday. Make this the best Friday to Friday that's ever Fridayed ever. And I will speak to you guys soon.